And welcome back for part 2 of our brutal survival episodes on Mimas with its wonderful view. Okay, we have a nice toasty hot furnace. We've done a little bit of smelting. Don't have enough iron to make the pipe bender, so we'll have to go and do a little bit more mining. I shall dump the stuff that I don't need. Yeah, and we will go in search for iron locally. Whoa. Don't think I want to go down there. Had some bad experiences with falling under the earth and then materializing inside the rocks. I thought there was some iron locally. What's that? Oh, gold. Of course, I've probably walked right around it. It looks like there might be some over there. Yes. I think I'll need a bit more than 12. What do I have back there? 7 and 1, so 8.
Power critical.
Not a great deposit. Well, probably enough. Right. Pipe bender. No, still not enough. Oh. Okay, copper. That we're okay for. Right, so I can only print one. I'll leave the big battery here, so that should have enough to print that, and we will go in search of other stuff that we need. I'll dump the lead in here. I could probably put the oxides and stuff in, but I doubt we'll be gone that long. Let's see, so actually let's head due east, because that way on the way back hopefully the base will end up silhouetted against Saturn. So, and that is almost due west, so 300 degrees. I thought that was coal for a minute and it was gold. Well, we do need copper. Maybe there'll be some coal hiding underneath it, maybe? Pretty please? think that's enough copper for the moment. Right, so 120. Yeah. The search for gold continues. What's that over here? More copper. No, we're okay for that for the moment.
Power critical.
Sometimes running around and just like tapping your drill will make the local oils refresh. Well, not refresh, the display of them to refresh so that they actually appear to pop into existence. That's iron. That looks like silver over here. That'll be worth picking up because that's the first silver I've seen. Can't see the base any longer, but I think we'll be okay. Of course, that's famous last words. It's so nice when we get the big drills. I think I may give the pneumatic drill a try. Should be able to power it with oxide, but it's a bit of a waste until you get the Mark II tanks that can hold so much more pressure and make them more effective. From my first experiments with it, running the pneumatic drill off of standard gas canisters, it wasn't really any better than the heavy mining drill, and it rapidly dropped off in effectiveness. So not certain how worthwhile it would be. Right, so we were going in this direction. We should probably head back. So, was it 300 degrees? Oh. How did I miss those bits? Oh, that'll do. Sometimes when you go really high, more of the ground gets illuminated. But I think you can see the base directly ahead, I think. Coal! No. No. More bloody cobalt. Or as I always think of it, coblat. That was one of my very first chemistry books, or school textbooks. It was one of the sciences. I think it was chemistry. It obviously had a dyslexic spell checker working at the publisher's place, because everywhere that cobalt was listed in the book, it was coblat. Of course, this was back in the 60s, where computers took up an entire room. And spell checkers were not yet a thing. Gold. Crud. So another day with no coal. This is going to be an issue. If we can't get steel, there are a lot of fun things that we need that we will not be able to get. Okay, how are we doing temperature-wise? I think we're good enough for copper. Yeah. Okay, leave the rest of it. Put that in there. That in there. Turn that off. Get this into position. Like so. Right, and get our tool belt on.
Power critical.
Yes, of course it is. Power is always critical. Right, we're going to want some plastic sheets. Total of 6. There we go. Okay, we will have to run this for a little bit. Dislike doing so, but it's kind of necessary, because it's the only power source we have. All right. iron sheets. Okay, so we have a working pipe bender. Now the other printers I'm going to put over here, but probably offset a little because I want to leave room for stackers. Tool printer won't need a stacker, but the electronics printer certainly will. Right, so now this is a temporary location, so I may just let this cool down and throw in the stuff for lead. But of course I don't have any iron for it, as always. Okay, so breathing gas, we're down to 2000, so I'm going to need to get that sorted. First thing I'm going to want is a portable tank. Oh, I have no iron in there, of course. How much iron do I have in there? 3. Okay, we're not building anything. Alright, let's dump the silver. Dump these. Shut that off for a second. Okay. Spare battery. This can go in there and get charged up much faster. Right, so without iron we're kind of hamstrung. There's not a lot we can do. And I think there's some iron close to the base. No battery. Well, that can go in there. No battery in that one. 40% in that. Okay, so... Oh, no, that's not what we wanted. In there. Right, so we are a little bit shy on power. Get this up to 50% and then we'll stop that. I'll grab that, take that as a spare. Nothing in that. Right, well the base isn't doing anything, so I may as well take that as well. So we want local iron. Okay, hopefully we have a reasonable deposit here. Don't like tearing up the ground this close to the base, but sometimes you have to. I mean, you can minimize it by making a hole and then like digging out sideways or around in a circle until you find what you're looking for. So it won't be too bad. Okay, it looks to be like a reasonable deposit, so hopefully we'll be okay. Now the furnace won't be hot enough and there's a lot of gas in there. So getting that amount of gas hot enough will blow it up because the pressure will be too great. So we can either, or I can either, build the stuff needed to vent it, and I have to wait for the terrain to update. Or just dismantle it and move it. I think when you dismantle it, I think it just deletes all the gas that's inside. Whoa! Not good. Sinkhole. Well, at least this one has a bottom, so it wouldn't fall out the bottom of the world. We're getting a goodly amount of iron here, so I'm not going to complain. I'd prefer if it was coal. Yeah, I think coal is the only thing I haven't seen yet. Another cave. Yes, it is. Damn. Okay, we don't appear to be having an iron shortage at the moment. Right, so I'll be able to set aside 100 for, or actually not even set aside, the furnace is probably cold enough now that we can make solder. Right, I'm just going to dig my way out. And maybe we'll find something fun on the way. Nope. Alright, well I don't have much room for anything else at the moment anyway, so let's see, what are we at temperature wise? Still a little hot. I mean, I could throw in 100 iron and 100 well, of course I don't have 100, do I? I have 90, 96. Well, okay, what we'll do is we will smelt this into ingots. That will cool the furnace down. And then we'll use the trick of just running ingots through. Ingots also cool the furnace down. But degassed ores do not. Right, so that's probably good. So because 550 I think is the maximum temperature. Did not bring it down enough. Alright, let's throw that in. And we want 46 of that. Oh, I should have run the ingots through a couple more times. Alright, so it will drop down, but I can't afford to go too far. Oh, don't want to be carrying all of this stuff, but got nowhere to put it. Right, so we'll go southwest, see what we can see. I mean, right now, if I can't find any coal, if there is no coal on this map, then my only option is to grow plants, compost them, and make charcoal out of biomass, which puts steel a long way down the road, and that's a problem because we need steel to make the grow light, and you need the grow light to make the plants grow, because out here there is nowhere near enough sunlight to grow plants without a grow light. So we would basically be screwed. Is that coal? I think it is. Hot damn. We found it. Okay, so I've got room for 3 stacks. There's the base. Damn it, I can't see it. But I think we were going southwest, so northeast should get us back there. Of course, if I'd gone with the electronics printer first, then I could have printed a GPS cartridge and I could have made a note of the coordinates and come straight back. I don't know how generous this deposit's going to be, but I'm going to leave a fair amount on the surface if I can, just on the off chance that I fill up or run out of power, or, well, actually I won't run out of power. But getting perilously low on breathing gas, so that will have to be addressed as soon as we get back. Okay, we'll give it a little battery for the moment. As this is the first coal we've seen, I'm going to spend probably a little bit more time than I should excavating the surrounding area to make certain I get it all, because who knows how long it'll be before we find any more. So much for leaving stuff on the surface. I was kind of hoping we were going to get a bit more than that. Well, not kind of hoping, I was definitely hoping that we were going to get more than that. But at least I'll be able to make one batch of steel and a bit more on top. I kind of think we've exhausted this. Yeah. Okay, so we were going southwest. We need to go northeast. Yes, there's the base over there, northeast. Okay, we have a little bit of power to play with, but no daylight. So we should be happy with what we've got. I'm going to try dismantling the furnace and hopefully it won't blow up. And perfect navigation. More by luck than judgment, but okay, so our solder is ready. I'd forgotten about that. Okay, temperature wise, yeah, too much gas there to worry about. Right, I will do a quick save, because I have no idea what's going to happen when I try dismantling this thing. And I need a battery, and of course I don't have one in there. That's fine. Okay, that was good. Crowbar required to deconstruct. Okay. Right, so it dumped all the gas into the atmosphere and probably blew out half my stuff. Oh, nothing down there. Alright, maybe we're okay. Right, this is normally where I would get the furnace to live. And yeah, I'll keep with tradition. Okay, wrench first, I think.
Hydration critical.
Welder thing. Okay, now this time when I print it, or when it when it gets full up, I can actually, or I will actually vent it out. But for the moment,
Power critical.
okay. Yeah, I'm going to need to address the power issue as well. So let's get the big battery in there. This one in there. How are we doing? A little on the low side. I'd prefer to be higher, but right now I really need to get breathing gas sorted. So, and for that I need iron, and for that I'm going to have to get this thing running. So I'm going to do 16 and 8. Did I not click the button? There we go. Should get a little bit of iron. And then I'll do a batch of steel, because I'm going to need some bigger suit batteries. There we go. I'll get the rest of this iron done as well. I don't need to worry about more solder at this point. Okay. And this, I'm going to need utility. We're going to have to do this the down and dirty way, I'm afraid. I'd like to have been a bit more planned with this, but I spent too much time faffing around with the wrong things. Damn, how am I going to fit this in? I'm going to need a pipe as well. Let's do a couple of pipes. Oops. Well, I suppose I could use the pipes to extend the volume. I don't think I have time to mess around with that too much. Let's get rid of this annoying sound first. Okay, battery wise, of course I've left the generator running. Okay. I just thought there is something else I need. I should really do a canister.
Power critical.
Alright, so what's the pressure in there? Oh. Happy accident. It's already a good enough pressure. Alright. That was kind of freaky. I didn't even think to check what the pressure was in there before I began. Oh, that's me being dumb. Right, I'll carry a spare. Yeah, I was fully expecting to have to melt some more oxide. So kind of glad I didn't. Alright, so that has solved that. I will need a nitrogen filter because there will be nitrogen in that gas. So I'll print that now while I have the iron, and remember.
Air tank low.
Yes, I know it's low, but I have a spare. Right, so we'll do that there. I really need a locker, somewhere to store all these things, because they will go flying. But not as far progressed as I would have liked. I was hoping by this stage we would have the other two printers up and running, but the search for coal was tedious. Such is life in Stationeers. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you found something useful. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next one. 54 Bear out.